Next segment tonight, CBS News has filed a Freedom of Information Act request asking for Justice Department documents pertaining to the Fast and Furious gun scandal. According to CBS correspondent Cheryl Atkinson, the Justice Department has sent her mostly blank pages. Congress also got heavily redacted documents. Now, there are threats that Attorney General Eric Holder may be cited for contempt in this case. Joining us from Chicago, Congressman Joe Walsh, who's a member of the House committee that may cite Mr. Holder. Where are we on this, Congressman? Is he close to being cited? It's been going on for more than a year. You're not getting anything out of them.
Hey, Bill, this has been going on for over a year. I think where we are is we are very close to holding Eric Holder in contempt. It's the next step. I mean, when you step back and look at this, they've been dragging their feet and stonewalling for well over a year. Justice Department is not cooperating with our investigation. You've got an American border agent, Brian Terry, who was killed. His family deserves these answers. The Mexican government deserves answers. The whistleblowers over the course of the last 2 years who have stood out on this deserve answers. And Eric Holder has not at all cooperated with our investigation.
So let's walk through this thing now. The House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform is the committee that is trying to find out what the Attorney General knew about Fast and Furious, correct? You're a member of the committee, right?
What he knew and when, exactly.
Okay. Darrell Issa, the congressman from California, he is the chair. Now, on the committee, there are Democrats. Are the Democrats wanting to know, too, or are they trying to help Holder?
They appear to be trying to help Holder. I mean, Bill, Justice hasn't released 92% of the documents related to Fast and Furious that we've requested.
You don't have to convince anybody of that. We all know what's going on. CBS News knows. The Factor audience knows. Holder doesn't want to put out the documents, period. Doesn't want to do it.
Period.
All right. So your committee then has to either cite him for contempt or not get the documents. That's where it comes down to. And I want to know if there are enough votes on your committee to cite him for contempt. Are there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there are.
So there are. All right, so you have enough votes to do it. Then it goes to the full House, correct? Mm-hmm. They have to vote.
Then it would go to the,
They have to vote.
It would go to the House floor, and the full House has to vote.
All right. Now, you would think in a Republican-controlled House that they would vote to hold the Attorney General in contempt, correct?
I would think so. And again, Republicans, the committee has been very careful, Bill, the last couple of months to really talk to folks, to let folks know in the House where this thing is at if we have to get to the point
well, that's what we're doing
we
a segment
bring it to
tonight.
the floor.
But it's taken forever. It's taking forever. And it is quite clear they won't respond to Freedom of Information Act requests. They won't respond to congressional requests. He's not going to give you the stuff unless you make him. And I don't even think that you can make him if you get him in the contempt thing, because President Obama's not going to fire him. He knows he's going to be protected by the White House, so he can say, go ahead, cite me for contempt. I don't care. You're not getting anything.
No, you're right, Bill. Look, we're at that point now where I, certainly as a member of the committee, I've had it. Our patience has run out. This was an act by our government in which people were killed, and justice isn't cooperating with us.
It's a screw up. And how many times have we seen the Fed screw up? Okay, we all understand sometimes law enforcement stuff goes south. Pardon the pun. All right? But just be honest about who knew about it, how it went wrong. So I don't know why this is a big deal. If Holder knew about it and his guys blew it, just say that. Why the big cover-up? I don't get it. Do you get it?
Well, Bill, no. Why the big cover-up unless there's something there they're covering up? It makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like what? A bribe?
Like,
I mean, it could possibly be.
Maybe it's what Holder knew when. Maybe
so
it
what?
goes above
Just say
Holder.
I knew about
knows?
it, but now he's in so deep because he took an oath and said he didn't know. So now he's in deep. If the documents say he did know, then he has to resign. So you might be that.
Now he's in deep. Now he's in deep, and I think the House has run out of patience, and holding this guy in contempt is the next step. And, Bill, we're getting close.
All right, when you say getting close, what's the next step? When is this going to happen? I don't want to be on vacation. Tell me when it's going to happen.
Don't know, but suffice to say, something's going to happen pretty soon.
All right, pretty soon. I'd like to, if you get a date on it so I can tell the folks, I'd appreciate it, Congressman. Thanks very much.
You'll know. Thanks, Bill.
Directly ahead.